You signed a fixed price energy contract, but your bills went up in April. Your supplier told you it was due to influences outside of their control. Were they correct? Almost certainly, yes. This video explains exactly why that's the case, what your contract actually fixes, what it doesn't, and what to check right now. A business electricity bill has two distinct types of costs. The first is the commodity element, the wholesale cost of the electricity itself, plus your supplier's margin. This is around 40% of a typical business electricity bill. This is what your fixed contract fixes. Your unit rate is then locked in for the contract term. The second part is the non-commodity element, network charges, policy levies, and system costs. This is set by TNUoS, Ofgem, and the government, not your supplier. In 2026, non-commodity charges make over 60% of a typical business electricity bill. And in most standard supply agreements, this element is not fixed. It is passed through at whatever rate applies as it changes. The mechanism that allows this is a pass-through clause, standard language in most business energy supply agreements. It typically appears in the contract terms under a heading such as third-party charges, non-commodity costs, or regulatory charges. The clause allows the supplier to apply changes to network charges, levies, and system costs as they occur without renegotiation and without breaking the fixed nature of the contract. In April 2026, when TNUoS implemented the new TNUoS tariffs, suppliers with pass-through clauses applied that increase to existing contracts. They were legally entitled to do this. Many businesses were surprised by the invoice, but their supplier was entirely within the terms they'd signed. This isn't a loophole or a questionable practice, it's how the market is structured. The question is whether you understood which type of contract you were signing and what your exposure is. There's 3 things to check in your energy supply contract this week, and Tritility can help you with all 3. Number 1, look for a section titled Third-Party Charges, Non-Commodity Costs, or Pass-Through Costs. If this section exists and allows charges to be applied at applicable rates, your non-commodity element is not fixed. Number 2, check whether the words all in or inclusive appear in your contract, and if they do, confirm that they apply specifically to network and transmission charges. Some contracts use all in to mean the commodity element only. Others mean the full bill. Number 3, look for any reference to TNUoS or TDR in the contract terms. If TNUoS is mentioned specifically in a pass-through context, your standing charges are adjustable mid-contract. The answer depends on your specific situation, and there are legitimate arguments on both sides. An all-in fixed contract eliminates the uncertainty of mid-contract non-commodity adjustments. Your total bill is predictable, but the supplier has had to forecast the non-commodity costs up front and embed them into the unit rate or standing charge, which means you may be paying a premium for that certainty. And if the actual increases are lower than the supplier's forecast, you've overpaid. A pass-through contract means you pay the actual regulatory charges as they land, and in a period of rising TNUoS, which is confirmed through to 2031, that creates real exposure. But if your contract renews before the next tariff increase, the pass-through structure may be entirely manageable. The right answer depends on when your contract renews, what your DNO zone is, and what band you're in. There's no universal correct answer, but understanding which structure you're on is the non-negotiable starting point. A Tritility contract review covers exactly this. We'll confirm whether your contract is pass-through or all-in, and quantify your exposure to future TNUoS increases. We'll also give you a straight view on whether your current structure is right for your situation. It's free, and you can find the link in the description.